Hello! So here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Xbox is officially 20 years old. So that means, doing the math, I was 15, 16 years old when Xbox first came out. And I remember telling my friends back then in high school, like, hey man, the Xbox is legit. But then again, I was that guy that I bought the Dreamcast as well. So, I was kind of the underdog where everybody else was saying PlayStation is the best.
That is wrong.
Fast forward 20 years later, and Xbox is still the king of the castle. So this event was kind of a short event. It was only about 30 minutes long, and they show off kind of the history of the 20 years of Xbox and how it came to be and all that up until today's date. So that brings us into a 6-part documentary that they're putting out later on this year on December 13th, 2021 on all major video platforms. This documentary is going to show the highs and the lows and the difficulties that they had of actually producing the first Xbox and going forward. Even though Microsoft had like $1 gazillion, man, so going into a new category, especially a category that Nintendo, Sega, and PlayStation have had a grasp on for generations basically, it was very difficult for them. Now they said this documentary was produced from some great documentary film people, so it should be top notch. So in 2015, Uncle Phil started this trend that we know and love and we expect from basically all of our consoles nowadays, and that is backwards compatibility. Now over the years and with this next generation of consoles, this has become a key selling point for Xbox. So they announced as of today, 70 more backwards compatible games are available to purchase or download immediately. So I don't know the exact numbers of backwards compatible games that are available, but it's a lot. It is quite a bit. You got the original OG Xbox, you got the 360 games, you got the Xbox One games, and of course, the latest and greatest Xbox Series S and Series X games that are available for download or purchase right now. And with the magic of FPS boost and auto HDR, these previous generation games are going to look better and run smoother than ever. So with the success of the original Xbox, the 360 came in and sold out almost immediately. Unfortunately, I was not one of those people to be lucky enough to get their hands on the 360 on day one. But I was able to get it a couple days later. And that happened because I just happened to be at the right place at the right time. Yet again. I was at my local Walmart and I saw a representative with an Xbox 360 box on his shoulder walking towards the electronics center. I asked him, I said, hey, is this for sale? He said,
well, it could be.
So we asked his manager. His manager said,
sure, sell it to the boy.
I bought it. I took it home. Lo and behold, it didn't work. So being familiar with troubleshooting and all, I figured, well, let me buy another controller. Let me see if it's actually the Xbox or if it's the controller. So I bought another controller, brought it home, tested it out, works good as new. So apparently somebody returned their pre-order of the 360 because they thought it wasn't working. But ultimately, it was just the controller. Their loss was my gain. Now with this celebration, they decided to bring back none other than The Rock himself. And I like how they did this, how they kind of intertwined his new movie with this new website called xboxvault.com. So just as with the movie, they're trying to get into a vault to get some highly prized possessions. In the same way, xboxvault.com will allow you to search the vault and win some pretty cool prizes. Next up, they talked about some of the mistakes that were made, and they highlighted, well, Cyberpunk. I have yet to play that game, but if it comes to Game Pass, I'll check it out then. So then they went into, just tapping themselves on the back, letting everybody know that they make games and they make equipment, they make consoles for everybody. It doesn't matter where you're from, doesn't matter your background, doesn't matter your ability or disability, it does not matter. They're gonna create products and services so that you can play the games. And that's one of the things that I really love about Xbox is they just want players to play. And ultimately, isn't that what it's all about? Because of the steps and innovations that Xbox has done, over 400 million new players that weren't able to play in the past are able to play now. So then they transitioned into something that we've been talking about, we've been waiting for such a long time. Here it is.
Chief.
That's right, the Halo show is coming to Paramount Plus next year. Now because this is Halo season and it's about to go down, well, they wanted to surprise us with, this guy. Nah, I'm kidding. And last but not least, you know they had to do something big and something massive in regards to Halo. So they showcased the entire Halo team at 343 and they dropped this bombshell. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the beta is open to everyone. Season 1, Halo Infinite multiplayer, Heroes of Reach, free to play, download right now. So very shortly, y'all know where I'm gonna be. But until next time, Handsome Nation, thank you and have a good one.